Okay, in power, we will talk about work, time, force, distance, or displacement. All of that we are talking about the power. At the beginning, we will speak about the formula, because from the formula we will understand all of things about the power. Okay, now we will make symbol for power is P. Okay, P, the symbol for power. Power equals W, okay, divided by delta T. Okay, now power equals work divided by time. Of course, W here it means work, we take it before, and T here, that is time. Okay, now we can say that what is the power? The power is the rate, okay, the rate of which work, okay, which work is done. It means that how much work we will do, that is the power. If we have more work, we make more power. Less work, less power. Okay, and as you see here from the formula, the time, it will be the opposite direction, or the opposite proportional, or inversely proportional between power and time. Okay, now let's speak about the unit, and after that we'll speak about the relationship between power, work, and time. Okay, now if you remember, the power unit, the SI unit for power is watt. Okay, the symbol is W also, but don't confuse for this W and this W. Of course, we have different. This W for the quantity, that's called work, and W here for unit of power, watt. Okay, we have different between this W and the other one. Okay, now question. Okay, now we can say that watt equals joule per second. Okay, now let me to ask you another question. Okay, how can we understand more about power? Now, suppose that we have a mixer or we have blender. Okay, and of course, when you go to buy blender, the first thing you will search for, that is the power for this one. How much the power of this? 500 watt, 1000 watt, 2000 watt, like that. This is very important, okay, to look over when you buy any electronic machine. Okay, now suppose that we have two blenders here, the first one and that is the second one. Okay, now, okay guys, now like that, suppose that we have these two blenders. Now the question is, my question is, look over. Yes. Now my question is, guys, now suppose that the first one will make work 1000 joule in 10 seconds. Okay, in 10 seconds, and the other one will make the same work, but in less seconds. Which one has more power? One or two? Very good answer, guys. Okay, now the second one, of course, it will be in more power than the other one. Why?
زي ما انت قلت قبل كده مستر عربية مثلا بتجيب من 0 ل 100 في ثانية.
You can say that, guys, that the relationship between time and power inversely proportional. When we have less time, we have more power. Okay, and if the work is the same, of course. Okay, and of course if we have more work, we have more power. Okay, by this way we can understand what the meaning of power. Okay, if you make a lot of job in little time, now that's meaning you make a lot of power, you have an intelligent power, and like that. Okay, that's the meaning, yes, guys. Yes. Okay, sometimes the energy will transfer from some place to another place. If you look over for the same blender we take now, this blender now we have a change in energy. Okay, now we have electrical energy, and now it will become kinetic energy, or this blender will move fast. Okay, now all of that are a change in energy. Okay, and by this way we can understand more about the power. Power, sometimes rate of energy transfer. You can see that the definition here, quantity that measures the rate of which work is done, how much work is done, or energy, guys, also, because work is a change in energy, as you know. Okay, now work or energy, both of them we can speak, both of them we are speaking about the power. Okay, and that is the formula, and we take the unit. Okay, now let's talk more about the formula of the power. Okay, now we said that, guys, power equals work divided by time. We said that, okay? And you remember, work is what is the equation for work? Don't here, guys, we said that power equals work divided by time, and you remember that work equals force times distance. If we cancel this work and write here, we cancel this work and write here FD to be like that. D divided by T, that is the formula for velocity. Now we can say that power equals force times velocity. Okay, now little note. Look over, guys. Here the SI unit for power is what? Okay, Abdullah Haytham, the power for the unit of power is what? Okay, and we have another very famous unit that is called horsepower, and we will use it for the car, if you remember. Okay, now we will use this horsepower for car.
زي الانجن.
Yeah, HP. Okay, now we have another unit of power that is called horsepower, and we can make it simple for that is HP.
And Newton meter also.
Okay, guys, and also now you can convert also from the horsepower to what? By multiply 746 to convert from HP to become watt. Multiply 746, because the 1 horse equals 746 watts. Okay, and of course you can see watt every moment around you, for everywhere. Okay, guys, now let's take this symbol to answer the question about power. Of course, we have different examples and different ideas about that. Now he give you that 193 kilogram, that is the mass, equals 193 kilogram, and needed to raise the 7.5 meters. That is the distance, guys. That is the distance. Now we have machine we have object, and we want to move it up. Now that is the distance here. Now 7.5 meters. Okay, and constant speed in close to 5 seconds. It takes 5 seconds to raise it up. Okay, okay, as possible. The power rating for the motors listed as okay. Now we have 3 machines. And the first one 1 kilowatt, second one 3.5 kilowatt, and the third one is 5.5 kilowatt. Which motor will be the best one to make this job? Okay, now we will calculate the power from all of these. We will calculate the power, okay, and we will compare between the number we will get here and the numbers of the listed motors. Okay, now how can we get the power?
Divide with
how can we get the power here? Of course, guys, the power, as you know, equals P equals, I will answer here, guys. Okay, now P
W over T
equals FD divided by T. That is the formula of power, right? Okay, now it equals like that. Okay. Okay, in this problem, we will find P, the power. Okay, and we'll compare between the power of this to make this job, and we compare between this power and the motors listed. Okay. Okay, in this case, now the formula is B equals FD divided by T. Okay, but what is F? If in this case it will equal the weight. Okay, F here it will become the weight. Now, and you know that weight is mg. Okay, and we can make this formula like that. B equals mg d divided by T. Okay, when we substitute M 193 times 9.8 times 7.5 divided by 5 equals at the end 2.8 times 10 power 3 watt, or we can make it that 2.8 kilowatt. Okay, if we compare between this 2.8 and the other machine listed, you can see that the best one, it will become 3.5 kilowatt, because this one very slow and the last one it will be very, very fast. And now we can use this 3.5 kilowatt, it will be the best one. Okay, now that is the formula. How can we use the formula to answer the problems? And that is about the power. Thanks a lot. I hope you understand. If you have any question, you can ask me in WhatsApp. Thanks a lot. See you. Assalamu alaikum.